With us is R. Mukundan, MD, Tata Chemicals Limited, Chairman, CII National Committee on CSR. Mr. Mukundan, good to have you back once again. Mr. Mukundan, what do you think that again, I mean, you know, this question that trying to again zoom back a bit without getting into very specific on individual companies, that for a highly unusual year, there was the expectation of an unusual budget, a game-changing budget. Was this that budget, or was this an incremental business-as-usual budget?
So, actually, when we spoke in the mornings, you know that I said stability in taxation is critical. I think the budget has delivered that very clearly. Secondly, they needed to go out of the box in terms of resource mobilization. I think the budget again has delivered on that well. Thirdly, we said that we need some kind of an infrastructure financing methodology. I think this infrastructure financing bank, that whole institution, which they're going to move, is a step in the right direction. And the bad books with the banks, I think, moving to go through asset reconstruction. I think those are all the right steps which we spoke. The second element, in terms of the positive spending side, I think infrastructure spending has actually accelerated, which is a good move. Continued support to agriculture is a good move. And also on manufacturing, we spoke about PLI scheme. That is very much there in terms of being incorporated there. One added positive was the vehicle scrappage scheme, which we don't know the details, but I think should come out. That would aid entire chain. And also specific thrust on the MSME in terms of, the support to MSME was a very positive move. What I think maybe some of the areas which probably we had said very clearly needed attention, and there would be funding need for them, and they should provide, especially in terms of health and infrastructure, health and education. I think government has done the right thing. So all in all, as we were hearing the budget move forward, it was almost like many of the things which we wanted are all there. And I think it is now, as rightly many people have said, the government and the industry and the society at large now need to work hard to make sure that we come out of the pandemic much stronger, much fitter, and much more competitive.
Okay. All right. So at least on the tax front, you felt that there was stability, and that is something that you are happy with. Mr. Satish Reddy is also here with us, Pinoy. He's Chairman CII of Southern Region and also Chairman of Dr. Reddy's Laboratories. Mr. Reddy, welcome. Is it good news for the health sector particularly, given the fact that the government has budgeted an extra outlay, though there are some questions about the fact that it's staggered over 5 to 6 years, this new PM's Atmanirbhar health scheme. So is that really going to be enough?
Oh, certainly it is good news, Srinivasan, because in terms of the outlay compared to what it used to be all these years, there was a crying need to increase it even prior to the pandemic. But the pandemic has kind of exacerbated it, and it's a good thing that the government has taken a big step forward in increasing almost 137%, the whole outlay, covering several areas again, covering infrastructure, establishment of, public health labs, establishing, the biosafety labs, whole host of things which they have talked about as their intention. It's certainly a step in the right direction. What is also important is this 34,000 crores which they have earmarked for vaccination, which certainly is definitely above expectations from what all of us thought.